And hey guys, Tay here from Crosshair Games X, bringing you a little gameplay from Rainbow Six Siege. Kind of funny story here because this is the first time using a headset that I was able to kind of refurbish. The headset's called a Jabra Evolve 80, and it's a $400 headset from Jabra that is notorious for its ability to use active noise cancellation, which is basically playing a different tone with your other stuff that you're listening to, whether it be a game or music or a conversation, and nullifying outside noise. So you hear this squeaker right here, and calling us pros because morale. But I admit I do pretty pro here. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, this headset is $400, and I found it in a box at work, neglected for 2 years. And I decided to try and refurbish it, fix it up, because I mean, obviously something that's been sitting there for a long time isn't going to be perfect. The cloth was kind of weird, so I fixed it all up. It's literally as good as new. It doesn't have all the parts that it came for, but it has the most important part, which is the headset and the charger. In general, you don't want to connect wired things to the PS4 because it sounds very weird and muffled. I've tried it before with headsets that only work on a USB connection to the PS4. So if it's not wireless, Speaking of not wireless, this headset is not wireless. But the thing is that I charged it, and this thing does have active noise cancellation, and this is what I was using during this match. So I could hear nothing. I couldn't hear my finger, snapping next to my head. I couldn't hear clapping. All I could hear was every intricate noise in the game. And I better, considering how expensive this thing really is. So I had this thing on, and oh my lord, the features on this thing. Along with the active noise cancellation, you could turn that off because it does take battery power. It's not wireless, but the battery power does have to do with the noise cancellation, and this other feature called Listen In. So if you press on the headphone on the right hand side where the microphone boom is, and I wasn't talking this match, by the way, speaking of microphones, you could press that while active noise cancellation is on, and if anyone's shot a gun or anything and you've used those special headphones they use, those headsets that with any loud noise they turn off, they basically muffle everything, they shut off, and they use active noise cancellations a lot of the time. You could actually hear the noises around you better like as if you didn't have the headset on. It actually amplifies the noise around you, so you could talk to someone normally, hear them normally, hear the finger snapping next to your head, as if you didn't have the headset on, but you do have the headset on. So if it sounds a lot like one of those gun shooting headsets, if anyone has actually shot a gun with one of those, it sounds like you're listening in using an audio device, but at the same time it's just for communicating with someone that is outside of your headset. Speaking of which, this headset was primarily made for offices and loud environments. The noise quality is, sound quality, sorry, is amazing. $400 worth. It's well worth the price. In my opinion, this thing's a beast. It sounds great. I mean, I am contemplating ditching my HyperX for this. No hate on HyperX, but I'm a huge HyperX fanboy, and I will support that company through and through. But this Jabra headset, made for office settings, it's just a beast of a headset. The best one I've ever owned, and I got it basically for free because it was just sitting in a box and being neglected. So literally in this game, imagine if you were actually in there, right? In the heat of the moment, you were actually Alibi right here, and what you heard around you was actually what you were hearing. That's exactly what I felt. It was killer. And another feature of this headset is actually a boom microphone. It's a very interesting microphone in the fact that it's not a true boom microphone, where it's just kind of like literally a connected to a device. Okay, this is hard to explain, but a microphone hooked up to a kind of joint on the outside of the headset that you will lower down. If anyone's used the $40 HyperX, you'll know what I'm talking about. You lower it down, you hear the click of the unmute. You don't hear that with this headset. It's actually, the microphone is integrated fully into the headset. It's not a pull-out, but it's still a boom, and it's circular, and it wraps around kind of the outside of the microphone, and you kind of pull it down, and it's still a mute unmute. So it's really nice. I mean, it's better than the unmute thing on the HyperX I have, which is literally, you know, one of those things on the actual cord. As well, the HyperX being the $100 one, the Cloud Alpha, I believe, it is just as comfortable. The microphone is actually lower quality on the HyperX, unfortunately, because I have to have it very close to my mouth for people to hear me more audibly and more comfortably. With this, the microphone's not even close to my mouth, and you can hear me just fine. But don't get me wrong, HyperX is the cheaper headset. You're not going to get everything like you do with the Jabra Evolve 80. It's a $100 headset compared to the $400 headset. But, I mean, everything about this thing is a beast. I mean, it's comfortable. It even has noise cancellation with the pads themselves and the way that the headset is designed. So if you turn off the active noise cancellation, you can still hear your finger snapping next to your head, but very faintly. It's still pretty good without it. I only turn the active noise cancellation on per match, and you can see this fool falling for my... actually, this team falls for my tricks all the time in this match, and I do pretty well. I get 5-0. But yeah, I mean, you Siege fans out there, this is an amazing headset. Please just don't ignore this class of headset. The office headsets that are on this price level, they could be just for gaming. I mean, Jabra's a good brand. They have a lot of cheap headsets for the call centers, but this is a whole different beast. This is a beast that should be looked into more for gamers as well as people in loud office environments. I mean, I don't know why you would buy your employee something like this that's $400 when you could fire them the next day and have someone that doesn't mind the noise. As well, I forgot to mention that this is a blast microphone. So, I mean, someone could be shooting a gun next to me, and they could still hear my own voice very audibly compared to the gun shooting next to me. And here I get the last kill. I love this pistol. And yeah, I mean, everyone that can, give these noise canceling headphones a good try. They're called the Jabra Evolve 80. I got them basically bare bones because, I mean, the actual case was long gone. But please, I mean, do not count out noise canceling headphones for offices. This thing's amazing. I mean, it does need to charge for the active voice cancellation, but I mean, with the PS4, it has the same exact dock as the PS4 controller, the charging dock cable. So you could literally just plug that into a headset, and if you have the extended one, you could plug it in all the time if you'd like. So yeah, guys, Tay here with the last match. I'll let you enjoy the rest without my loud, annoying, high-quality voice. I'll see you later.
You need to locate the biohazard container. Well done. Biohazard container located. Seconds to insertion. Insertion in 5 seconds. Biohazard container located. Proceed to its location. 4 last operator standing. Op 4 neutralized. Mission successful.